Okay. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Welcome to the season finale of Talk the Ting, season 2. It's been a very, very interesting ride for the last 14 episodes. We've been going for a couple months.
People, you don't even easily ease them onto the bad news. Now you just jump on their chest.
No, it's not bad news. It's not bad news. It's not bad news because we're gonna come back bigger and better for season 3. You know the event. Okay. Good night, everybody. So now, couple things before we go into the final discussion. I don't like to call it interview, I like to call it discussions, but the final thing we want to go over. So before we go no further, we want to thank everybody who was tuned into the show for the first 2 seasons. We want to ensure that we are bringing quality discussions and content where everybody can learn something and just kind of get some inspiration from it, right? We also want to thank the people who supported us by procuring some merchandise. It's definitely helped to keep the show going. And that's pretty much what we're trying to do, trying to bring positive things to our society. All right. You guys can still check us out on Instagram, Talk the Ting _DA, or YouTube page where we have all the videos uploaded, and of course Facebook as you guys are watching us right now. As of next season, quick announcement, Raj, if maybe you can comment on that a little bit, but we will be going live on YouTube, so make your YouTube accounts so you guys can subscribe and hit the notification bell for when we go live, right? We'll just keep your eyes open for the rest of the videos that we've had. I'm sorry that we didn't have them uploaded. I had a little technical issue with my computer, so trying to work on that, but all the videos will be up by the end of the week. So if you guys want to go back and look at any of the episodes, you guys can go back and watch it.
Next season we won't have that problem. Next season we're just gonna be YouTube. You miss an episode, you just go back and watch it. See, just like how you can go back and watch Anupali and the releases, you can just go back. Just go back on YouTube, check it out.
Yep. And then the final thing is, we have a guest tonight. This guy has been, a friend of mine for years. I don't even know me and that man become friends, but we've been friends for years, since back in Dominica. We have with us the big boss, the great beast of the East, the man for them, Saddick Eustache, CEO of CONNECT767. What's the word, boss? What's going on?
Good. What's going on, man? Thanks for having me on the show, man.
Good night.
Yeah, man.
I just want to say, Mama, I made it. Talk the thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So how you guys doing, man? How was the day? I today was fairly hot in the New York area. How you guys? What's going on with you guys?
Boy, come home, man. I was tired. I say, you know what, let me prepare myself early before I fall asleep, so I go to exercise. And then I went for a jog and I came home. I say, let me get prepared for the interview, because if I lay down, that'll be it. I'll be gone. So
yeah.
Well, the longest question was the drive home. So
the drive home.
I was inside.
Where you?
The traffic was.
Randy, where you are, Randy? Where you living?
Drive from Brooklyn to Queens.
Oh yeah, that can be rough. Sure.
Boy, the traffic was bad today, and I come on the thing before we come live there, everybody. The first question Mr. Raj asking me is how the game go now. Like you think he's slick, You think he's slick? Oh, you don't see score.
I missed the score. I thought it was a draw, so I say, okay, well, all parties are even share.
But don't worry, Saturday I dare for me to watch City Cali all either. I dare.
Oh, bro.
I'll be there too.
Yeah, I fought all Chelsea fellas to Leicester fans now, because the last day of the Premier League, they was biting your fingers waiting.
Yeah, everybody to make the Champions League there. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But Saddick, I mean, like I said, man, I know you for a very long time. I don't even know me and you start talking, but I know you for a long time. Give us a little bit of a background on yourself. tell us about where you grew up and some of your stories that you haven't told anybody else about yourself when you was a kid.
Yeah. Talk to think always have to get some new content, fresh, so I'm trying to drop off quality tonight, you know what I mean? Well, originally I'm from Petit Soufrière, born and raised, I went to Petit Soufrière Primary School, San Jose Government School, so I grew up there, and after that, my growing up in Petit Soufrière was really interesting. I mean, now I could look back on it, we didn't have much, obviously, because we're from the East, it is basically a more type of farming type of community, but everyone was, very supporting of each other, I should say. Even now, most of the people I grew up with, most of them were still like the only friends I really have, because you grow up with people, you develop a bond, and you stay with them as long as nobody don't do no funny shit. So the Petit Soufrière, grew up down to San Jose Primary School, as I said. The school situation was really, really good, I should say, because most of the teachers who actually teach in the San Jose Primary School are from the area. So it makes things a little bit easier, because you're not supposed to be bad at school or can't be bad at school because that teacher know your mother or know your brother, or you might get, if you do something bad, so they might whip you. Then you go for a whip and bring it back.
Imagine your mother being a teacher in this school.
Well, you don't have to imagine.
I don't have to imagine. No, boy, call it the first time, and I trust me. I feel like as if I had a weight off my shoulders, man.
Really? That was you or Raji?
Me, boy. First time I go to school, my mother wasn't teaching in the school, bro. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, so I like to really give you like the background. So most of the students like from the area, like we go for the school system, we're really, really young, right? So and from my side, there wasn't really much people in my family that had like an educated background. Like I said, there were many farmers and construction workers, or what have you. So I like to tell a story because I went to their CXC examination, which I failed twice, right?
Hold on. We're on CXC. Where you do CXC? San Jose High School? I didn't know San Jose had high school.
What?
CXC, you say so where?
No, the CXC, the common entrance. Sorry about that.
Common entrance. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Let me take it back. So far, right? So that was common entrance, right? We had like 2 chances. I had 2 chances because we went to school very young.
That was back in the day when you had GSP and everything there.
Yeah. So I failed twice. And it's like, bro, I'm not gonna make it to high school. I was like, all my friends are basically gone, who left, everybody go Roseau, you stay in country, Although most people from the countryside who went to Roseau school, they go to school in the morning, come back in the afternoon. It's like a real long day trip. So from that, I started to change a little bit in terms of how I gotta really get my life together, because I was like, I need to do something. So because I feel like the common entrance thing, I had to go to the GSP. GSP program. So I went through that. So after we started GSP program, I said to myself, this is like the last stand for me right here, because if that don't work out, then forget about being anything you want to be, because if you don't pass common entrance or you don't do well in GSP, then it's like that's it. It's not like now they have like something like it's mandatory to go to high school.
Right.
So like before, like very few students would actually make it into high school. So I went through the GSP program. I did really, really well. I think I graduated top honors there and all of that. And then we moved to the Castleberry Secondary School. Remember, during that time, the Castleberry Secondary School, they literally had just finished construction. So we were.
Yeah, that was around. You're talking about 98,
95 and 2000. Because
it's 90.
I think it's like 90.
It's about 99, 2000 around there.
Yeah, 99, 97, somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think
Because Cassie Bruce and Granby built around the same time.
I was under the UWP administration.
Yeah, well, you know, the official lemon paper is supposed to be Robert as Balance Secondary School, right? So, but nobody calls it Robert as Balance Secondary School.
What's the name?
Robert as Balance. He was the power rapper.
The power rapper of Cassie Bruce that time.
Yeah. So they named the school after him. But no one really calls it that. It's called Cassie Secondary School.
Mm-hmm.
So boom, we got to the Cassie Secondary School. We were like the first set of students. They only had 2 forms. The first form and second form. Second form is like students who came from the JJ and the J from JSP.
Yep.
So boom, we got there. I met a lot of people. Everybody from the Grand Fall, Plain, Carib Reserves. Everybody from the countryside used to go there. When I got there, it was a
Hold on. Was that like your only option for high school? Was that like where you wanted to go?
Yeah, because after they constructed it, that's when they started to sort of like zone out students. Normally, you say, oh, people from the east go in here, people from Rosa go in there. You know, people from Marigot used to go like the Marigot, whatever it's called.
St. Andrews, right?
St. Andrews.
It's comprehensive.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like an official thing on paper, but you know, you'd be from the area, you would just go there, and then it was very difficult to change. You had to do how much extra stuff to go to Rosa. Like I said, go to secondary school. The teachers now, they are from the area, like people like from Castle Bruce, San Service, from our area. So it still had that community kind of feel to it. So because that we were like the first set of students there, you know, they had to do like a student council and all this type of stuff, elections. So that time I went up for student council. Everybody told me, oh, I should go, blah blah blah. And then anyway, we went up. I won the election for, I think, head boy. I think it was. So that time.
First head boy of CBSS.
Yeah, first head boy.
Yes, I hope they didn't plaque after you know, my brother.
He got recognition by the high school. They had a Facebook series, and he was one of the
I saw that. We'll get to that.
Yeah. So anyway, so I was doing pretty well at the school. Second form, I became the head boy, and everyone knew me back then. So I stayed head boy all throughout high school, 5 till 5th form. When we went through the school. I mean, like I said, Castle Bruce was like basically the same thing. We had like really good times and really bad times. Like that's kind of like Castle Bruce school. One of the bad times, I should say, is, you know, when you play like sports, right? Cricket, soccer for the school. For instance, with cricket, boy, we had like no sports uniforms. Like, you know, just to take T-shirt, write a number on it, pull up those songs, and then the worst part of that, after you come out to play a game like 6, 7, them bus drivers will put you like in the junction of Castle.
And you have to walk.
Bro, you have to find your way. If you're going
boy.
If you're going reserve, walk to go reserve. If you're going our side, it's like the worst, because our side now, I don't know if you know pedestrian, it's like one road in, one road out.
Yeah.
So, and you know, by after 6, after 7, all buses come on the roads already. Everybody.
Boy, darkness in the place.
So like darkness, and you come out to play soccer, and you're tired, and you're watching that strip there from Castle to you have to walk. It's like, bruh. So it's a group of us, you check me? So
yeah.
So it's like, man, anyway, that's like a 3-4 miles, whatever it is. You walk. By the time you get home, it's like 8, 9 o'clock in the night. Take a shower, and if you're lucky, you do your homework, because if you're lucky, you do your homework because you're so tired. Anyway, but I still managed to actually get all my schoolwork done, because that was one thing I said to myself. I tried to give myself enough ample opportunity to take that school thing serious, because I already knew if that didn't work out, I had no type of order of anything.
Fallback plan. Yeah.
So anyway, boom, we went through Castle Secondary School, meet a lot of cool people, did a lot of cool teachers. We graduated, we wrote CXC. I was one of the top students at CXC there also. And then when graduation came around, we get a number of honors.
What did you do? What did you do in high school in terms of academics?
Okay, so high school, the way they had it, it was basically like business, those business sciences. When it's science, it's something like biology and chemistry and stuff, and they have like a separate thing they call the technical aspect, where you do like agriculture, technical drawing, and that kind of stuff. So throughout food form, I already made up my mind. I want to become an engineer at that time already.
Why? What led you to make that decision?
Okay, so most of the male family members of mine, they really do construction. They're really good at the hand. Like they could build whatever they want. They could, build a home, build a coffin, build a chair, whatever. But the one thing I realized at a young age, none of them could read actual construction drawings, right?
Yeah, right.
So it's like every time I used to go and work with them during the summer, because I used to always see like the project manager, the engineer come there, they like a hard ass,
Yeah.
And everybody is sitting there quiet, watching them saying, you have to listen to me. So whatever you tell you to do, don't ask no question. Whatever you do, just do it. Absolutely. In my head, I check it. Okay, I want to be like that guy.
You have to be that guy. Yeah.
You want to know the know.
Huh? Yeah.
You want to know the know.
So boom. So that's how I end up saying I want to be an engineer. I say, you know what? I want to take this thing to the next level, or do like. They have a lot of builders in my family. None of them can read plans. At the end of the day, they always gonna have to work for somebody.
Right.
Like a really big job. So I always wanted to take it to like the next level. So anyway, boom, we graduated. We graduated Cass Secondary. I went to State College, Jamaica State College, and same thing again. State College literally had just opened at the time. They had like the blue and black thing before us.
Yep.
When we actually got it.
What was that, Rajiv?
C4
call, yeah. They used to have the green and black for the technical, and then the blue and black.
And then blue and black for the folks.
So when we got there, they were just basically phasing out the C4 call. It was like the first year for the state college student, and the C4 call was like the second year was the last thing, and that kind of changed the official name. And doing that thing, that's where we met.
Yeah, maybe college. Yeah.
We were playing cricket and playing cricket.
Yep.
Yeah. So from there, went to State College. I had to move to Estate. My aunt. At that time. So from country, I moved to Baba State. You say in tongue, you always have to become a vaca boy. Check it. He's like around it up and down.
Well, I don't know. It's not tough, but anyway.
Hey, brother. Well, leave that vagabond alone,
No, so imagine, right? So I came up, country. I don't even know country people generally they're like they're well polite and well formal and
yeah.
Civil. Bro, when I move Estate.
What do you do? But let me ask you a question. What do you consider country in Dominica?
But look trouble.
Anything that owes the rules.
Anything that owes Well.
What?
Well.
Randy, what is country? Right, you know them say anything you pay $5 or more for bus is country.
But other partner that say anytime you have to cross two bridge to go home, then that's country. Or by my calculation, I don't know, you have got to cross two bridge to go free, so.
But you paying $5, come in.
Two frays in problems.
Yeah, man, go ahead, Saddick. Go ahead.
All right, so we moved to Estate, then I'm going to State College, but between Estate and State College and so I ended up doing building and civil engineering in State College, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, them fellas I meet there is like them fellas from grammar school, SMA, that man was just like, but no kind of a discipline, like that was.
There was Malcassi, you can see it.
Malcassi, I check the board.
Yeah.
So I had to adjust the code in me. You check me?
Hold on. You were talking funny?
No.
The country accent.
Talking funny. Why you ain't there?
You didn't have the country accent when them fellas checking like, yeah, Mr. from country.
No. I mean, I never really had that issue in Cincinnati College.
Okay.
Yeah, I never really had the issue. I mean, yeah.
Well, Grand people alone don't get problem there. Grand people alone don't get them problem there.
So anyway, move to Estate, go to State College. I meet like a whole bunch of other people again. Some people at my age that's actually doing very, very well now. I'm really proud of them. And then after we graduated State College, I took a job at a small company called Sorrel Consulting. So when I was State College, actually after we finished the program, I think like I knew something, right? You could draw, you could like do one more signature guy. You're feeling like okay, you're ready, very ready for the world. You check me? So boom, so it's like got a job at that company, that consulting firm back home, and that's where I really start to put like theory and practice together. You know what I mean? Like I knew one of the things, but I didn't know how to put it into form, like how I would use those set of information to, let's say, design a house or design a floor plan or design some sort of thing. For that, I will forever be grateful to them because, like I tell a lot of people say, some of my friends always asking me which is the best degree you think you ever get. So I was telling them it's two of them: the associate degree at State College and the master's degree. So they asked why. So I said, well, because of the associate degree, I was managed to do all this other stuff that happened in between there and the masters. Got me a job, got me my first job. Right. On to the next stage. And it was really, for me personally, one of the hardest degrees because as anyone who go to that building civil engineering program, they tell you this thing is not easy. So it was very, very difficult at the time. There's a lot of classes. You're taking like 7-8 classes a semester. So you have some long ass days and you had no control over it. So he said, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing for the semester. That's it. You have a choice. And so it was very good. So anyway, we start working. I started working at Sorrel. I stood there for about 2 years. When the company hired me, actually it was just formed, right? So it was only four of us there. 2 technicians, 2 directors, and a secretary. And now the company is like really big. I think it's called Millionaire Group now. So it's like we're heavy on the construction and engineering and real estate. Right. So we did that. There I met one of my co-workers. Then after we worked for a while, he told me, boy, you really thinking of going over to store. He checking, yeah, he good. He's checking like, yeah, you have to do something, right? And me said checking, okay, that's fine. I'm happy for you, but I don't more for that. I'm like, bro,
comfortable.
Huh?
You're comfortable.
But I was in my head, I wasn't comfortable. But because deep down, I realized I wanted to do more. You understand? At that particular time, I just didn't see how I was going to.
You could afford it.
Together, you know. So anyway, so we start. Anyway, he convinced me. Said, "Yo, look up at school. Just apply to them. Just do it. Whatever happens, happens." So one after he did it, he applied to the CUNY system in New York. And then I was like, yo, I don't have money for New York. So yeah, so I applied Trini, right? UE in Trini. So boom, after like a couple months, we still get all this stuff. You have to submit all this document. I still waiting on UE. Nothing on UE. I checking, okay, that man maybe do check. I checking not even a rejection letter I get. Nothing. So anyway, we ended up going. He left. He left, and then maybe like a week before the semester start, I get a call from you. Oh, you've been accepted to the program. All you have to do is put together your finances, and you could come up. I was like, what?
In a week. Wow.
I was like, these people can't be serious. Like, I was like, you know what? I said, there's no way I'm gonna come up with that type of money. I said, you said my parents don't have that kind of money. There's a lady. Yeah. So anyway, that was one dream that I go on. I see. Anyway, when my partner come up New York, boy, pressure on me. The boy, boss, boy, you have to come New York. I said the vibes be. So I was like, okay, let me try this thing again. So I applied to like a few schools in New York and a few schools in the South. And the other like maybe like 2 or 3 months later, I get like the first response from one I think it was Louisiana Tech. This gonna check. They say, boom, I got into the civil engineering program. I was like, good. I look at the numbers. They say, that's affordable. That time, remember, this is like 2005, 2006 there. So school was like really cheap that time, right? I think if I remember correctly, I think tuition and board in the housing for the whole year maybe was like $9,000 or $10,000 living in a campus like that. So I was like, okay, that's something I remember good man.
Yeah.
He still calling me again. Boy, don't worry about South boy. Come to New York.
New York. I'm checking in New York. You have to come.
Yeah. And he's like, right after I was speaking to him a few weeks after, I got the email from the school in New York to say, oh, you've been accepted, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I was like, all right. But I'm watching the numbers. There's two different kind of numbers I'm watching.
and if you think about it, CUNY is still not an expensive school, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. CUNY is a public school. It's supposed to be affordable.
Exactly.
Oh, so imagine. So when I go back, I go back to my mother. I tell my mother, listen, yeah, I have those two schools there, and this one is a little bit cheaper, but New York is right. Really want to be. She watch the numbers. They got a sorty lot. We're gonna be because, bro, New York was about, no lie, I would say South was about like 9 and 10. New York was about free time. It'd be like 30,000 yeah. And my mother checking hour. If you have to go one, it's down south. And you know me, I'm my mother favorite child. Just so the world know. So
but if I ask your siblings, that's what they will say?
I'm pretty much so. I'm pretty much sure they will say the same thing. So I started figuring out, but how I'm gonna really pay for this thing. Because I really want to go right now. My pressure, I feeling like, you know, I grown this space. I feel like I have to do something now.
Yeah.
So it was my father was like, listen, you have some land here, you could survey it, get the title for it, take the loan of it. So that's what I did. I pay for that, I pay for the service, I get everything. Then when it's time for the title, I pay this lawyer back home, but a lot of money. You know what do them back home? A lot of money.
Yeah.
So I pay Mr. his money, bro. 6 months, nothing from Mr.
Oh, mate.
Boy, my pressure start to go up, and you know that time there is a vagabond. So you know what? You don't want to go in my head. I said, I see me spend the road, I will spend it. So anyway, I say, you know what? Let me just leave that where that thing is. And I called my mother again. I said, my mother pressure was checking. Wow. And then your boy applied for that. Yeah. My boy applied pressure, my mother straight for like the whole month. I said, anyway, go. Anyway, she do whatever she have to do. I don't know what she did, if she mortgage her house, whatever the case is. Mortgage the land, she get a loan and sends in my money for me. Picture me, that wasn't a student loan, that was like just a regular loan. Because I wasn't from St. Martin, because she actually leave and work in St. Martin. Like since I was very young, she moved to St. Martin. But just to go back a little bit more, while I was in college, finishing college, I always had the option to go to St. Martin after I finished. But to myself, I was like, listen, if I go to St. Martin, that school thing, it's never gonna happen, because when every time I go SM is to live
Yeah.
And I check in, nah, I will stay there and try to talk, just talk it out a little while. Just give myself ample time, you check me? To really see that. Anyway, boom, she got the loan, finance everything, come to New York. So that was like December 26th. Every time we come to New York, we don't have nobody in New York in the father.
Boy, that was gonna be one of my questions for you. You know, like, you know, apart from the partner that you had here going to school, you have any family around? Nobody.
Well, in theory, I had family there. Like the family, okay. I never met, I never seen.
We all understand that for sure.
Yeah. So because them people that they way older than I am, and they move like long time.
Years ago, yeah.
So the lawyer money that just go.
Huh?
The lawyer money that just go.
Yeah,
up to today.
Up to today, I'll take an L on that one day.
You never see that man Dominic when you go down for vacation?
The one thing I have is I see him. I never see Mr. Again, I never look for him. I mean, no, I looking back and I be like, yo, that man's so professional.
That's crazy, man. Yep.
Well, big up to your mother. She's the real MVP. And you
real MVP for sure.
Yeah, facts. So anyway, so we come to New York. You know, my mother from the countryside, she built like a very good life for St. Martin. She's living in good St. Martin. And so we come. So one of my uncles living there, like I told you, and he said, listen, or they can come up there, or you will stay with me till we figure out why you want to do blah blah blah. So I was like, fine. But we come up here. First of all, none of us really know what they man looking like. You check me? So we get to New York about like December, like by in the middle of the winter.
Middle of winter.
December. I can remember December 31st, 2006. I can remember like just now, like it's to today. Your boy ain't got no long sleeve, no jacket, nothing, and pour it still outside. So right outside, cool. We pull up there, but we don't see me, we don't see Mr. Call Mr. for Mr. and say, well, about a good hour, he ended up coming. Boom, Mr. Pick us up. So Mr. Bring us to the spot. So, okay, that's really gonna be. My mother was only gonna be there for like a week, yeah. And then she said, yes, we gotta figure it out on your own. Bro, when we get to the spot, it's like a basement, but a whole bunch of crap in there. I was like, oh my fucking God. Yeah. So anyway, the next day we had to sleep out there. Like the next day, then you know my mother is a country room, so she had to clean up everywhere. You know what I mean? Try to make this space look like it's something that resembles that you can live, right? So we did that. Then we went shopping to get a whole bunch of winter stuff because you know we don't know.
Yeah.
We went shopping on Flatbush Ave. So while we did the shopping, you know, I put up outside. Guess who I meeting? One of my cousins out of the blue. I don't even know them in New York there. I meet on Flatbush Avenue out of the blue. Imagine they might not even have a phone at the time. That's to show you how rough things are feeling.
But let me ask you that when you came up, because it's weird, right? When you came out of the airport, you ever thought about winter? Like you ever thought about cold and everything?
That never crossed your mind.
No, never. I mean, I know they said it's gonna be cold, so I figure a little long sleeve.
Yeah, if you're not like a freezer cool.
Imagine my jeans almost freeze at 19, exactly.
Boy, imagine but my cousin told me once when I first came here, he told me doing, because I came in October, and a couple of times in November it was cold, and he told me cold. He told me, boy, you don't have days where you open the freezer and the freezer going to be warm. And I told me, I lied, boy. Yeah, man. Well, go ahead. You meet your cousin, yeah.
So I meet with my cousin. He said, boy, I have a phone, blah, blah, blah. Tell me where you're staying. I will come and see you. Because he herself had literally just moved like a couple months prior. So you're still trying to figure out how he's going to deal with this. So anyway, boom, I meet Mr. He will come and check me. Then my mother spent like a week. Then she go back. And remember that time. So because things happened so quick, I came there with no type of, like, you know, you need your credit card, you need the ID, you need, bro, your boy, you have nothing like that, right? So every time I have to use my mom motor card, because the bank say, oh, you're going to take about 2 to 3 months to get a card in the mail. How much crap? So every time I have to go and buy like groceries or whatever the case is, I have to swipe my motor card. When they ask for ID, the name doesn't match. You know, oh, come on, there, you can't use that. Wow. So it's like steady pressure. Like for like the first month, 2 months, so I was really thinking of it, yo, this shit, is it really gonna work out? Because nothing wasn't really falling into place because I was there, I was comfortable, I was living my life, I was good. And I come up here trying to pursue the education thing, and it's like roadblocks over roadblocks. You check me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, so bam, we go to the school that I accepted was Brooklyn Tech. You know, the CUNY school right down to the middle of downtown Brooklyn there.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went there, I go to register and thing. They say, oh, the whole welcome package and all that information and all that crap. For whatever reason, I just never like my spirit didn't take this school. I just yo, I really don't like that place. And then I went to the engineering department of the school. I was speaking to the dean. And I was trying to tell him, listen, after I finish here, I'm going to go to City College to get the bachelor's. And he tell me, oh, he's going to be straight up very frank with me. Those classes are not going to be transferred to City College because it's not able accredited and all that crap. I was like, what? You see a business there? Take me out there quick. Yeah. So I go back online now. I try to transfer. I transfer to BMCC, right? They say, oh, it's fine. This semester haven't started. You're ready here. You could just take all this stuff and go. But what they're telling you, all your legal papers, you have to redo that again.
Wow.
So boom, I transferred, right? And then when I get to BMCC immigration checking, okay, you need new bank statements showing you have X amount of money to pay for the school, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
More problem because man, when I take a loan, it's like a direct kind of budget. You check me.
Yeah.
You first 10, 20, you have nothing to spare. And I can't go to classes, and when I transfer now, I have to take them over again because difference.
Wasting money, yep.
Wasting money. Anyway, so I go. Anyway, my mother again, the superhero, she sorted the whole thing out, get all my documents, got into BMCC. So my first semester at BMCC, right? So we got in. I think I met like my advisor. I think he was from like Argentina, one of those countries, and I literally convinced me to give me those classes, transfer classes, calculus 1, calculus 2, chemistry 1, and then we don't do no calculus DA, but the description now is the same. It's the same,
yeah. Because did I ask you for the class thing? Yeah.
I had all the right about everything. Really, he's thinking. I think they call it. I think algebra 1, algebra 2, but really it was calculus, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't remember that part, right? So anyway, they gave me a whole bunch of credits. I check in, okay, I only have about, because I already done the associate degree in Dominic. So I check in, I'm gonna do this engineering science degree and then I'm gonna transfer, going to civil engineering. So I transfer me, bro. First semester, that man give me calculus free, general chemistry 1, 2. A bunch of physics classes. And me myself, remember, like 3 years, I know in school.
You know in school, yeah.
Bro, I go in the class, I watching the chemistry and the calculus class and check it. Anyway, so I mean, I'm afraid I never really don't my skills at my time. So anyway, I put on my head, I see if it's that is that. And then they might have like a math lab. Anything, but every day I used to be there. Even those instructors, they might have tired of me.
You maintain you can't fail the classes.
Bro, I check it. I can feel I on a budget. Yeah. I don't have no money to spare, and I check it now. But every day I used to be in the math class. That man get tired of me. Anyway, end of semester, your boy president list. Boom. And then after the semester, I go back. I talk to them and they say, oh, if people want to be a tutor in the math thing. I said, bro, I'm not time for that. Yeah, I mean, that pressure I was under for the 2 semesters there. I really can't deal with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, fast forward. We used to go at BMCC. So one of the things I remember clearly from BMCC is when I just moved here, when I used to live back home, it's like I used to have a lot of aunties and cousins, a lot of female family members. So me yourself never really used to do anything. The most I do like wash plates or that's it. But in terms of doing laundry,
so you grew up gatti.
Yeah, you could say that. but all that was really setting me up for the harsh realities of life, Because when I moved here and my mother go back, it's like, bro, me alone.
You have to figure it out, boy.
But I check after school. I watch the laundry. I check after watching laundry. I check after cook. I check. Imagine the first semester, right? There was there was like this little pizza store right next to the MCC. They might have like a student special, 2 sets of pizza and a kind of cook for $5. Every day for the whole semester. That was my lunch. And when I go home, it's Chinese food. That time, I think like Chinese food was like fried rice and half a chicken was like $2 or $3 at that time.
Yeah.
It's like I go to school all day on my way in, buy a Chinese food. Imagine when I go back SM after the semester, I'm checking, but what happened to you? Because you checking, I was the
put on weight. Yeah.
Fat. I come up there, man. I'm checking, yo, no.
Yeah, man. Maybe checking life good because you say when life good, people get fat too.
I want to think, but anyway, I graduated, finished BMCC. I graduated with one of colors again. I really didn't go to the graduation because I checked, you know what? That's not what I really came here for. I came to get the bachelor's degree. Right? So I transferred to City College. I got into the civil engineering program there, right? So we got there. That was my time at City College, like some of the worst years I ever had here. In terms of so we got into the civil program, and my advisor, my first semester, my advisor that time was an Indian guy, very smart. So I did like all the math, all the physics, all type of pre-engineering class you would think of. All you check me? So I had only basically the first 2 years covered up, but all I really needed to do was like 10 civil engineering classes, purely civil engineering classes. So Mr. Con, they were watch my transcript, but checking, okay, I could tell you're a very smart guy, but you're gonna have a lot of problems in the program. You get me? So I watched this and checking this, and no respect for me. Man.
Yeah, you check
in my ignorant ways, I check this like no respect for me. Anyway, but checking son, you're gonna have a lot of problems. I was like, nah, don't worry about it, I'm cool. Anyway, I forced the man to give me 4 civil engineering classes.
What?
Because you check in, my GPA was really high. I check in
4 civil engineering classes at City College.
City College. So sorry. So boom, your boy feeling like a hero. I checking, okay, I write on schedule 2 years out of it. Bro, first semester at City College. One class I had to withdraw from it. And the others, I think I got like 2 B's and a C. And I checked like, what the more I checking, but that place there really
you did good.
Yeah?
For civil engineering, you did good.
Bro, that is what I didn't know, because me I said we used to get an A's, it's like graduating 3.9, 3.8, it's like a straight A's. And when I talking to other friends, I'm checking, boy, you mad, man, boy, take your C and come out there.
Exactly. C's get degrees, boy.
Take your C and keep it going.
Yeah, because when I started speaking to them, I'm checking, bro, that's how it is there. You have to get used to the F and the D's and them C's. I checking, wow. So anyway, the class I dropped now, you know when an F1 student, you can't take less than 12 credits.
Right.
Immigration on my ass now. So, that was the first time. No sin. Next semester, the class I dropped, I needed to take all the classes. It was a prerequisite. All the classes.
Oh, wow.
Right. So, boom, they say, okay, we're going to put you back in that class, but you have to figure out what other classes you want to take. And I watch my budget. I don't have the money to give City College money like that, because those 3 other classes I'm going to pay for that got nothing to do with my degree. You check me, boy, I still think about chicken, boy, I still think about chicken, bro. Anyway, I started taking a couple earth science classes, environmental classes, that's stuff I really interested in things. So I checked it out. Let me do that. Boom. Do that. I got there. I passed. I ended up passing the class. We went to the next semester. Same thing, and I can only take 1 class. Bro, I check it how I can. My mother said on my ass, I check it. Listen, that bank can go in them quick. And somebody have to pay for that. So anyway, I had to end up changing my major. Changed me to environmental engineering. Like a year and a half, I was done. Finished.
Saddick, let me tell you, at City College, I think you in the majority, like half the people start off at civil and end up environmental. It's almost like a rite of passage.
Yeah, I know. Come to find out. I don't know if you know that professor, Ocean. I think Mr. was feeling
Ocean?
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Yo, this guy. And I meet a lot of people that was there like before me. They might telling me they're in the program 4 or 5 years. I check boy, all you in the program.
What?
And when I end up in it is when I realize, oh, that's all it is wrong here. And then I talking to my other partners that go other schools like South for it, but checking, oh, that class, man, that was easy stuff. And the worst part about it is that it's not that you don't know, is that you go home and solve the problem by yourself, but it's just the pressure. Because that man is 4 questions, each question 25 marks.
Yes.
And that man is so wicked, they're telling you, you're not going to finish on 4. Just take 2, get 50, and you're good. You check me?
which don't making no sense.
But do it. That is granted. You can do at least 2. Because
two.
sometimes you're looking at 4 of these questions and you're checking, but I really don't know what's going on here.
So all you didn't have cheat sheet then.
But engineering, you can have a whole cheat sheet and you analyze the problem wrong. Wait.
That's the thing. That is the worst thing, you know. When they tell you come open book test, that's the worst thing.
Yeah.
Anytime it's an open book test, that means you didn't need the cheat sheet in the first place.
Bro, I'm telling you,
exactly.
they make it harder. Yeah.
See, the college make me realize you can know everything and still feel. That's the only college I realize, bro. It doesn't matter. You have to pay attention to detail. That's what makes it detail. Because you can know the process, and there's one assumption you just forget to make, or just forget to put, and some of them doesn't give you partial period, eh? Like they really 0, 0, 0, 0. Come on, there. You check me? Yeah. So, but there it really sharpened my skills that I realized, okay, maybe I won't finish with a civil engineering degree, but I'll do something else that's proper. You check me?
Yeah.
Did environmental. So all throughout City College, I was working, right? I was working like in the construction business. I was working as a tech, computer technician. And then on my last semester, I was like a construction project manager where I used to work. My shift was like about 6 in the afternoon to like 2 in the morning. That construction company I used to work with.
Right.
24/7.
24/7, yeah.
And it's like I would come from work, from school, work. It's like a cycle. And at my last semester, I was like, you said, this is there. I can't deal with the pressure there because at some point you're gonna crash. You check me? So I end up getting the job that I have now. And I stayed there for like, I'm still here, matter of fact. For 8 whole years, I'm still here. You check me? Right. Yeah.
So that boy, it sounds like you sung just like Rajiv and Carol, boy. Jesus Christ.
Listen, like they put you in a grinder, and then you just grind, and you just look at the bottom and just hope and see that something come out. Trust me.
Yeah, man. It's like at the end of semester, I used to be afraid, you know, when a grade pop up.
Yes. End of semester, you log into it was eSIMs in your time.
Yeah, eSIMs.
And you sit down there and you check in, boy. I just want to cross the line. I'm not asking for much. I just want to not have to take that again.
Wow. So Saddick, so now you go through all that. And then a couple years ago, I started hearing about this CONNECT767 thing, CONNECT767. Where did that idea come from? Where was that birthed?
Okay, so I always wanted to do something to help, right? Doesn't matter on what skill. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how big it was going to be. I didn't know how it was going to be. So when I ended up going to doing my master's, while I was doing it, like in my final semester, I was like, listen, I know how to do all these things. I know how to do, but still, I'm just like working for somebody. I feel like I was just there's like a dream. Wake up, go to work, go to school. Wake up, go to school. So I feel like, listen, I need to do something. I need to do something that could help everybody. So in my final semester in graduate school, I started to get idea that CONNECT767. I didn't know what it was gonna be. I didn't know how I was gonna do it until one time I had a car. I was getting like a lot of problems with it, and I keep taking that shit to the dealership, and every time I go to the dealership, it's like, yo, that bill from the dealership is like, heavy. So I call my boys, and I said, listen, I need to find a car. I need to get a better car. I need to do something. You can do anybody that, you know, from the especially that they checking like, he know a partner that have a car dealership in Brooklyn. I should just reach out to him and maybe he could help me out. Give me a number, I call the dude and he give me like all the background information. And that's one of the times that alarm bell went off. I said, listen, that is really like a good type of idea, check me, just to keep the money amongst ourselves. And there was another time at work, we were looking for, there was a vacant position. They were looking to fill that work. And then we couldn't find anybody that had like the technical background and the ability to communicate with the client like on a high level or whatever, to explain everything to them, you know. So I tell the director, listen, I see I've been at that job for so long. Let me just, you know, just give me the job. It was a sales and engineering kind of thing. So he was like, yeah, you would be like the perfect person for the job, you know. But I don't think that's the type of clientele would appreciate you dealing with them.
Whoa.
So at that time, I didn't understand what he was saying. So me nonchalantly, I just say, let me say business. I go. And then one day I was thinking about the chicken, but that is what Mr. telling me. You know? And then like the couple of days after, I go back behind him. I check and listen, what really going in that? He might tell me straight up. Doesn't matter how smart I am, doesn't matter how cool I think I look and I deal with these people. They would entertain you, they would do whatever, right. They wouldn't spend the money with you.
Right.
Get me? Especially on those kind of level. And right. that is where I get the second time I say it's a business there, maybe we need to start thinking just like that. Because me personally, I know like a lot of highly qualified Dominican people like this, basically all over. And nobody really know about it. I don't say nobody. They're not really out there on social media.
They're not out there, right. Yep.
So like they're very quiet. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. That chicken boy, that's where the idea, the CONNECT767 idea. It's like, you know what? Maybe if you build something and for Dominican people, wherever you are, you could just get a Dominican to do whatever you need to do. Doesn't matter what country you are, doesn't matter what industry you are. You could just go there, pick your country, select an industry, and find somebody that offer that type of goods or services. So that's one of the two times I say, you know what, that's why I really want to do that. So that's how the direction came about. We took our time to do it. We didn't know how exactly we were gonna do it because it took us a lot of time because like I said, we have like a construction background, we have like a website building or database background to really do it as we wanted it on the first try. But when we built it, with the kind of feedback we got, we said, listen, we really need to take our time to design this thing over again and remarket it again and brand.
I want to ask you about that point you just made there about the feedback, because sometimes, you know, I feel, especially with us, you know, younger people from the Caribbean, or sometimes we don't take feedback very well, I feel. And I never forget when I started working in the job I am now, 2 days after I started with an orientation, and one guy came to speak and he said, feedback is a gift. I never forgot that, because the way he explained it was, in America, people can see you failing and tell you absolutely nothing and what you're wrong, right? So if somebody tell you something, whether it's good or bad, right, you basically take it for what it is. I never forget that. You know what I'm saying? So I really like the fact that you said that you guys got feedback and you went back and basically try to improve your product, right? Because, I mean, if you're putting it out there for people, right, you want it to be something that people can appreciate, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to talk on that point there. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, so like I said, I know a lot of really highly qualified friends. It's like I said, no, you have to build that over. You have to build that. No. I like what you're doing. I like the idea, like everything, but you really have to step up the game on that. So we went back, like that was like right during Corona time. You know, everybody was working from home. So we spent a lot of time doing this development. If you look at the website, that was like totally different from what you know, we make it very simple, very clear, very easy to use. And even now, we're still working on improvements in the back end, and we intend to offer another service, which I really can't say now. But
no, you haven't said it on top of the thing. Right?
No, father, no, I don't want somebody to run the field.
Okay. I got you. It's not actually there yet. Okay, I get you.
No, you know, it's there. We just don't have the manpower behind it yet because it's
all right. But you have my number. When you're ready to you know what I'm saying? We'll organize.
Yeah. So even now, it's like, you know, if you're dealing with, anytime you're in tech industry, it's like a continuous improvement kind of thing. You really kind of build something and just leave it there because tech evolving so quick. You have to be on that. Like, so even now we have a lot of updates we have to do. Like I said, it does the manpower. We really don't have to do it. But yeah, so that was like the directory portion of the CONNECT767 thing. So if anybody out there listening to the show, you have a business, you have any type of goods or services they offer, Doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can log into the website, hit the register button and sign up. It's totally free. It's totally free. So I think that, you know, it's a good platform, it's a good product. I think everyone should use it, and it could really be something that is good, you know, but it can only be functional if, you know, it can only be popular or functional if people use it. If people don't use it, then it's like, you know, what did you really do it for?
Yep. So now I noticed you have a CONNECT767 hoodie on you there.
Yeah.
How did that idea come about from the CONNECT767?
Okay, so after we build the directory, we were trying to figure out how to market this thing, how to make that thing popular quick, right? And the merch is like one of the easiest things. We came over and said, listen, maybe we could do just for promotional purposes. So the whole joke being that merch thing, right? So we did it. We designed the whole thing and we built the website. Okay, so we're ready to launch. We got the merch here, website up and running. Let's make a boom. Let's make it like a media splash. Bro, so we order all the merch. And you know, we live in New York, so we don't have like big old
that space, right.
Bro, imagine with all that and when them deliver anything, I got no space in the house to put it.
Let's see.
I guess what my girlfriend I said, listen, you better get really rid of them things real quick because we need space in the apartment.
Wow.
But it was so happy so that like as soon as we launched it, a lot of people like purchased it and it went like really quick. And then after they shipped a lot down Dominic on the first run. So we actually got rid of most of it. So that was a really good thing. So like I say, if you support the brand, support the movement, check out the website, CONNECT767 and get the merch.
Yeah, man. I mean, one of the things though, I know Rajiv have some stuff you want to talk about, but one of the things I want to say is I know Saddick for a long time. Like you say, we met in college. I was in 2003 around there, 2004, something around there.
Yeah.
Right. So it's almost 20 years since I know Saddick. And the funny thing is, you know, sometimes when you ask people questions and people know stuff and like they kind of hesitant to answer you, I have to say, bro, and I'll say it in front of everybody, you've never been one of them guys. Every time I need some information or I reach out, that man will always willingly offer. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give you your flowers while you're alive, bro. Because,
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I feel like as if, like you say, it's a connecting vibes. You know what I'm saying? You might know something that I don't. I might know something you don't. You know what I'm saying? We've had a lot of conversations about different things. But, you know, sometimes I feel like as if, you know, we don't concentrate on that enough. And, you know, I'm really glad that you've started that initiative, man. I mean, I'm registered with CONNECT67. Talk the thing is registered with CONNECT767. I'm gonna push my sister and them to register. My sister just opened a little law business and thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna push them to register and stuff. Even when we was thinking of doing the merch for Talk the Thing, you know, Saddick was one of the people that I reached out to and spoke to him about it. And he gave me some recommendations and stuff, you know. So we definitely appreciate it. Saddick is a friend of the show. You know, I hope when he have his new thing and then he'll come and Talk the Thing and push it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So
yeah, man. I prior to like now, I really didn't like completely understand like what this CONNECT767 thing is about. But now that you really like kind of break it down, I really appreciate it, and I think it is something that we need, especially in the Dominican community, because you know the Jamaicans, they get together, the Trinidadians, they get together, they have like their network, and a lot of the time, like we meet so many Dominican people on a day-to-day basis, and they in every kind of field, everything you can think of. Like we doing everything out here in America, and like there's no reason why like I should be looking for an accountant or looking for an engineer, and I cannot check out, you know, one of my own people, because sometimes it might even be your cousin, and you know these people working for Fortune 500 companies, you know, KPMG, you know, JP Morgan, all these kind of things, and we're looking for people all over, and we have people right here who could do it. So that network, I think that network there would be really important, because then it will protect us from stuff like, you know, when your boss says stuff like, well, they wouldn't appreciate you or whatnot. Well, you know, that's okay. We have people that will appreciate us. We have a lot of people going around here, and you know, like Dwayne said, Talk the Thing is a friend of CONNECT767, and I think going forward, we're gonna try our best to see how we can do like a proper collaboration and see how we help
for sure.
each other grow. And to all the other Dominican business people out there, some of them have already been on the show in the diaspora. This is CONNECT767, Talk the Ting. We all need to try to make ourselves grow, man. We all here in America. We have to put ourselves put a stamp on ourselves. Like I fed up see billboard and thing about visit this place, visit that.
Visit Barbados, boy.
Yeah.
When I come in, and I sit on the subway and I see St. Lucia thing on the subway, but I could die. boy, I check it like what?
Just to make one other point. I mean, I just want to say, like the directory, CONNECT767 directory it can be used in so many different ways, right? Employers can actually find potentially new employees from there. Because if I'm an engineer registered there and somebody, if a business Dominica engineering firm wants to listen, I'm just see who in Dominica engineer, I'm gonna go there, click it, boom. So okay, this guy, maybe let me call this guy, if you don't want to work first. So it's a multi-phase kind of a thing. You can really use it in many different ways. So we just want to get people out there to appreciate the product, you know what I mean? And we'll try our best to give something really, really good. And we'll keep working on it. So
yeah, man, for sure, man, for sure. So everybody, this is Saddick. I don't gonna call him just Saddick, the CEO of CONNECT767. Let me address him man properly, the CEO.
Respect myself.
Yeah, man. But yeah, guys, it's 9:02. We really appreciate the conversation, man. That was a really, really, really nice conversation with you. I know a lot of people have went through similar experiences. Like I say, right, Jeff Carey, let me tell us there. We all had our struggles when we came to America on different levels, but it's good to see that young men doing good things, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we quick to talk about the nonsense that people doing instead of talking about the good, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So shout out to CONNECT767. Like we say, is a friend of the show. We'll definitely be looking to work together in the future. So guys, this kind of brings us to the end of season 2. We will be doing sort of a giveaway to some of the top fans, so we'll be paying attention. We're paying attention to with the top fans.
Logging the stats.
I'm saying, sharing the thing and all them things there. So we'll be taking care of you guys. Don't worry, a little something will be coming to you guys. We want to make sure that we keep pushing the positive vibes, man, because so much negativity in this world we're living in there today. We have to make sure that what we're putting out there is proper content and something somebody can go back and watch. You know what I'm saying? Like your story there, Saddick, somebody can go back and watch it. You put it on YouTube and you never know, a student might come up here 2 years from now and be feeling discouraged and say, boy, let me watch that interview. They watch the interview and realize, boy, if Saddick can do it, I can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Inspiration.
And that's one of the things I try to do is to put out positive content, try to inspire anybody trying to come after me, right?
But one thing though, I almost slipped my mind. I saw a couple things. Rajiv had mentioned a little thing, you got an award and thing or something like that. And then I noticed like you have like the Casabru school, like uniforms and stuff. I mean, you spoke about that, man. It's great, man. Talk a little bit about that. Talk a little bit about you doing them, them initiatives there.
Okay, so like I said, I mean, being part of the community, even if I'm not there, is something I really pay attention to, and that's really close to my heart. So I always try to help on whatever level that I possibly can. And so Casabru school to me is like I felt like I had a second chance at life because of the Casabru Secondary School, right? So if that school wasn't built there, or if I didn't go for the GS secondary program, I most likely I would have make it to where I'm at right now. So I always try to give back as much as I can, as often as I can, to the school, Casabru Secondary, Salisbury Primary School, and even the East Central Football Club. They're all from the same area. So you gotta take care of the home base first, you check me?
Yeah, man.
I make sure I take care of people from my area, make sure everybody good, and on any level I could help. My number and my social media pages are all the same, so anybody could message me or reach out to me. And some people actually get surprised when I respond to their messages. Yeah, for real. So I mean, I'm all over the place. Anybody can reach out to me, talk to me, whatever.
Yeah, man. Yep. I spoke to Saddick. I saw he did the football uniform, and I say, Saddick, yeah, we have to do something. Yeah, we have to organize something because I've been talking to one of the celebrities in Dominica about doing something, but you know, it's behind the scenes still. So we're trying to organize, and I'll be pulling Saddick in to help us out with that and thing. But you know, but guys, you know, it's you know, again, I don't want to end the show quick, but you know, if people talking too much, I'll get tired of us. So we'll bring Saddick back again when he's ready for him to relaunch himself like the Didi of Dominica, you know, in maybe a couple years or something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So thanks everybody for watching the show. You know, we really appreciate the support. We really appreciate the positive vibes. If you guys have any feedback for us, you know, like we said, we want the feedback. We want the, you know, we want you guys to tell us our suggestions. If you guys have anybody that you want to come on the show, you know, you guys can reach out to us at our email address, talktheting.da@gmail.com. You guys can reach out to us on Instagram.
Better or less of or more of any. We take criticisms too. You know, anything that
man,
that you feel like, you know what, boy, if Raj show his forehead less today there. So, yeah, just give us. We have very very thick skin. So you know, just you know, we have thick skin. So the floor is yours.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen.
September, we're gonna be, when we come back in September, we're coming back, you know, we're coming back fresh. Or you can't even
fresh.
You won't be able to watch us.
Fresh. So let me just put Saddick website there in the chat there. CONNECT767.com. All right, so guys, let me just go through the comments there a little bit there. Saddick, I see you got some people checking already. Oh, Jay, how are we talking?
Last show we can go for the call. Give some people some shout out, man. We have some people that have been very, very loyal.
Well, so you're right, you know, you're right.
Shout out for the last episode. They deserve a little shout out. Talk to
you're right. Well, the number one, I'll give the first person a shout out is Saddick. That man been posting out. No, for real. That man been posting our flyers. That man been supporting the vibes. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Saddick and CONNECT767. You know, we have Carol there. You know, he was on the show a couple weeks ago running his mouth. We have Nicole Roberts, you know, who's been supporting the show from day one. You know, we really appreciate the support. You know, we have Christiana, who's been supporting the show. We have Ilona.
That's a top fan.
Yeah, man. We have Ilona. We have my mother, Nathalie Jude. You know, we have, let me not forget, you know, we have a couple of people behind the scenes helping us out, you know, with things, you know, she don't want me to call her name, but Akela helping us out, Crystal, you know what I'm saying, Hardly, you know, making sure that things running, you know what I'm saying. So shout out to you guys. Renee is a host on the show now, you know what I'm saying. She like to talk, so she can come and host, you know. You know, Natty Bellet, you know, shout out to Natty Bellet. And I seen everybody saying, you know, great convo, you know, good vibes, telling you, Saddick, to keep up the good work, you know, you've been doing. You know, Chris Coffee, shout out to the Collio boys, boy. Shout out to the Collio boys. Hey, we both, I forget my partner. Look there, yeah, man. So shout out to everybody. You know, thanks for supporting. We will be putting all the episodes on YouTube. You know, all them people there. You know, thank you guys for supporting, and we're not going away. We'll be back. We're giving ourselves a little summer break. COVID put us inside for the last year. So this summer there, we outside. We there walk. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see you guys around.
Up.
You know, Brad, shout out. And yes, guys, with that said, have a good night and stay safe. Guys, remember, COVID's still around, you know. Get vaccinated. If you don't believe in the vaccine, wear a mask. All right? Have a good night, everybody.
All right.